Good afternoon, everybody. It is time for Chattin' with CHAP. I am your host, Ginger Wade. Thank you so much for joining me today. It is Q&A day, and we've got lots of convention questions to talk about, and there are a few other ones, so we'll tackle those first. But thanks for tuning in, and we're going to jump right into it because there's a lot to talk about. So, we had some folks write in whose student wanted to apply. I can't remember if it was a job or a school position, and they didn't have a diploma for their child. Their child was homeschooled, and they couldn't find the diploma. So the time prior to 2014 and the law change, everyone pretty much used a diploma program. If their student were going to be going to college, because just a parent-issued diploma for some reason was not largely accepted. So by colleges and stuff. So anyway, long story short, she needed her diploma. And so if you are one of those people and you've used a diploma program, my thought is that's the best place to go look. Otherwise, if you have a parent-issued diploma, for the PDE one, the evaluator would need to sign it. So you'd have to find an evaluator, but then you'd have to have an evaluation. So it's this big, long thing. It actually might be easier if it's been a number of years since your child graduated and there's no way to get your hands on a diploma. It might just be easier to take the GED and just get your GED. Just a suggestion. So that's sticky stuff. So for all you moms out there, this is a reminder, keep your paperwork. Even if your kid's, 30 years old, whatever, 25 years old, keep some kind of paperwork somewhere or give them the paperwork to be responsible for, because you never know when you're going to need it. So that would be a diploma, final evaluations, all the evaluations really. A transcript would be huge. So those are the type of records you definitely want to be holding on to for these other things that come up. Along with that question was also some concern about taking a standard GED test because this particular child had some learning difficulties. So I learned recently about kids who, with accommodations in high school for testing and things like that. It's like if there's dyslexia involved or, blowing up the test, there's one problem per sheet of paper. So any kind of accommodations that are done for children as they move into college, you need to have a test done in order to guarantee those types of accommodations moving forward into college. So the Office of Vocational Rehabilitation, or OVR, it's run by the Department of Labor and Industry in our state, and they can actually test your child so that they can continue to have those accommodations moving forward into college. And the cool thing that I learned about the Office, the OVR, is they may even help your student get into a program or a job. So there's help there. So if you have a child with struggles, challenges in that way, and they currently have accommodations and you want to continue those moving forward into further education, the Office of Vocational Rehabilitation is the place to look. And if you just search for that, it'll pop right up. It did for me. So check that out. That's a really good tool to be aware of. So anyway, like this person who didn't have a diploma from years ago and wanted to enter a school program now, didn't have a diploma, the OVR may be able to help you with that situation. So, okay, so those were kind of two questions in one. Someone wrote in and was watching one of my older videos out on YouTube, and they heard me talking about the keys to homeschooling. So back in the day, we had a booklet called The Keys to Homeschooling in the Keystone State, because Pennsylvania's Keystone State. There's a little trivia for your students. So we no longer have that booklet. So if you're watching a video that talks about the keys to homeschooling, the cool thing about that booklet that you used to have to purchase, it is now a free resource on the internet, and it is called homeschoolpennsylvania.org. So it is our law knowledge base. You go out there, you can read the law in its entirety. You can watch videos to help you understand the law. You can get the forms you need to file to be a homeschooler, all that stuff. So the Keys to Homeschooling booklet is now homeschoolpennsylvania.org. Can't miss it. Super helpful tool. So that's where it is in case you're looking for it. My last non-convention related question was about CTC. So CTC, back in my day, we called it VOTEC, is where your students can go to get some experience in technical trades. Even, I don't know, they do all kinds of stuff at VOTEC. Or CTC is what they call it. And so there was someone who's struggling with communication or struggling to get their homeschool student into CTC. So there was a law change that does give homeschoolers access to CTC. I know in the past, they have said, no, you're a homeschooled student, you're not allowed to come. And so the law was changed. So now homeschool students do have access to CTC according to the law. What I've been hearing from people is that actually having access is not the same as getting your first choice in courses when you go there, or top priority as a student entering CTC. I've had friends who have registered their children as public school students for their senior year so that they could get into the department at CTC, their focus that they wanted to get into. Otherwise, they probably would have been allowed into CTC, but they would not have gotten the focus, the particular skill group that they wanted to be in. They would have been something kind of similar-ish. So, that is a little frustrating. I don't know how legal it is to do that to children as they are applying to be in CTC. So my suggestion to you guys always when we are dealing with legal related issues is to contact HSLDA to get their support on legal related issues. I do know, yes, you should be able to get in and apply as a homeschool student, but I don't know that they're giving you the same, oh yes, you'll definitely get, metalworking or whatever it is that you want to focus on. So that's what's tricky. I do know someone who chose not to go to CTC and he just got a job because he wanted to learn how to frame houses and stuff. And the construction crews around here, I don't know about you, but around where we are, man, they need hands. So if your student can get in somewhere where they can just learn an apprentice, they don't even necessarily have to go to CTC. So that's something to look into too, to consider, depending what it is that your student wants to study. Okay, guys, those were the only non-convention questions. Hi, Sarah. Maybe you can answer some of my questions that I'm going to bring up. So Sarah's watching. She's our convention coordinator. And guess what, everybody? She's going to be on with me, if not next week, in the very near future. And we're going to talk all things convention. But I know there's questions popping up right now that you guys need to have answers for. So I'm going to tackle those now. And we will keep tackling them as they come up, because I know you guys need to know what's going on. So someone first was like, where's convention? I thought it was always in Harrisburg. Well, convention currently pops around to wherever it is that we can get somewhere to be. So for years it was at the Farm Show Complex. It did move from there. It was in Lancaster for a few years, in York for a few years. This year it's actually at Elizabethtown College. It's a lovely up-to-date venue, so we're excited to be there. So yes, that is where we will be this year if you haven't seen the information on it. And there should be a link there for you to go, conb.chaponline.com, to check all the details out. Convention is 3 days this year. It used to be 2 days where we had vendors and speakers for Friday and Saturday. We have added Thursday. So what's new there? There's a college and career day in the morning that Elizabethtown College is hosting that you can go to and get some guidance for moving forward out of high school. We do have a new to homeschool, high school at home, and college at home, getting college credit at home track that is running in the afternoon on Thursday. So if you are new to homeschooling and you want information, or you know someone who needs information, please, please, please encourage them to come Thursday afternoon. There will be things that will be helpful on Friday and Saturday for getting started too, but specifically tailored to that getting started theme and focus is going to be Thursday afternoon. You're definitely not going to want to miss that. We do have a special needs conference, a whole conference of its own, running all day Thursday just for special needs. We have 4 or 5 speakers that are going to be touching on all different types of topics. If you've been around, we've had Sarah Collins around. She's going to be back. She's wonderful. Kathy Cool, Hal and Melanie Young, Rochelle from HSLDA, Shannon Lehman, who is one of our, she was just on with me a few weeks ago. I know you guys watched her because you love her videos. So she's going to be there too, talking about IEP. So you want to check out that special needs conference. And I do know that not all of the special needs and not all of the new to homeschooling will be recorded. I actually don't know which of them actually can be recorded. That's our challenge. We're discussing those options. But if you want to know that and you're just saying, I'll just come Friday and buy the recordings, there might not be a recording. So you might want to come on Thursday and make sure you attend in person. Okay, so convention registration is open. It's been open since the 15th. Early bird registration will end on the 31st. We arbitrarily picked the 31st, turns out it's Easter Sunday. So this Sunday is the last day for early bird registration. Registration will still be open, but the cheap early price will end this Sunday. So if you want that cheaper price, now's the time to sign up for convention. And for those of you who are wondering, where is my Teen Track sign up or where is my volunteer sign up? Those extra things come to you in a confirmation email after you've registered. So you go in, you register, you say, yep, we're definitely coming. And then you'll get a confirmation email and it will give you the option to do all those other things, sign up as a volunteer and whatnot. So just make sure that your confirmation email, we have some issues. One, it goes to the junk mail box. So check your junk mail box or your spam. Or some people register maybe with their shopping email. Like I have a particular email that's just for shopping and it gets all the spam. And then people that actually communicate using a different email. I do that very thing. And people are expecting for some reason it to come to their personal email and not their shopping email. Check your shopping email because maybe the registration confirmation email went there. So many times when people are like, I never got the email, it's because it went to an email address that they didn't realize they were using when they signed up for registration. So just be aware of that. Check all your email addresses and check your junk mail for your confirmation email. That's a big thing. Okay, we have a scholarship, the Lee Janisevich Memorial Scholarship that we give out every year to a graduating senior, 2 graduating seniors. There's a first and a second place, $1,000 and $500 that you can put, that your student can put toward any furthering like educational thing, like if they're going to a trade school or a college or I think a gap year or any kind of training or something that they will be doing post high school. You can apply. There's some essays to fill out and that I think I actually don't know what the cutoff date is for that. I should have checked on that. It's usually the end of April, but if you have a student who is graduating, you want to get on that, check it out. It is definitely at chaponline.com. If you go look under resources, I think resources has everything, right? So I'm pretty sure the scholarship is under there. If you search on our site, you will find it, but that is a great way, to practice writing, as a student. April 30th, Sarah says, see, she knows the stuff because she's the coordinator. So April 30th is your deadline for signing up for the scholarship. Don't miss it. It's actually a really great opportunity for your senior. And so we encourage people, and you get, another thing that's really cool is if you win, is you get one of those big crazy checks. Like my husband hands the big crazy check and shakes the hand up on the stage, and it's really fun. So, who doesn't want one of those big crazy checks? Okay, so that's the scholarship application. You're going to want to check that out. Okay, let's see. I have 3 more questions here regarding convention. There's lots of people asking about groups. We do have a new group rate this year. And of course, whenever you do something new, the how does this function? How does this work? This is confusing. So We actually have a video, and I have failed to post it yet. So Sarah, tell Jeremy, that's my fault. I will post, they actually made this really great little explainer video on how to do the whole group thing. So we'll make sure that Courtney puts it out here on Facebook. I'll get it out on YouTube, because I think you probably want the visual. It won't work on Spotify, so we'll just put it out in these two places. And it'll explain how the whole group thing works. But if you want to write in, I can email you those video links directly, but I do want to get them posted out there for you guys who are bringing groups. And yes, please bring your groups. Yay. Someone was asking if they can bring their kids if they have a shopping pass, if they're not doing the teen track. You can bring your kids no matter what, whether they're teen track or not teen track. You don't have to pay for them. You do have to pay for doing the teen track. So shopping pass, regular pass, 2-day pass, premium pass, whatever all the passes are, you can bring your kids for free. It doesn't matter. And for the definition of this event, kid actually goes up to 18. So any student that is in your home that happens to want to come to convention with you can come for free. So that is, people always ask about that, because I know at restaurants, like, kid ends at like 13 or something. So as far as homeschooling goes, you have students in your home until they are 18. So they may come to convention for free. Teen track is what you got to pay for. So anyway, yes, bring your kids along. And the last, but certainly not the least question, this is the most asked question about convention this year. Drum roll, please. Sarah, I'll give you 2 seconds to put in the comments what it is before I say what it is, because I know you know what it is. Ding. The biggest question about convention this year is there a used curriculum sale? See, she got it right when I said it. So there is not. There is not a used curriculum sale this year for a few reasons. There's actually really not anywhere to have it at Elizabethtown College. They have limited large spaces, and the UCS was a very large space thing. Service is a service that we provide, that we've been providing. Another reason is we have wonderful, long-term volunteers who had done the UCS for us forever, and they've decided to retire, and rightfully so. It's been years and years. So we don't have a leader for the UCS this year. So and we have had a few people reach out. We have someone who is expressing interest, which is wonderful. But if you want to be on that team, because it does require a team of people to make the UCS happen, please let us know, because we know that you love it. We love it. We love the UCS, but you got to have the people to do it, and it does take a little bit of work. So we are so busy doing all the things that UCS did not make the docket this year. So if you would like to be part of that team, please let us know. We will get that team together and running so you can learn the ropes and all this stuff, and we'll hopefully get it up and running for next year. So those are all the questions that I had for this month. Mostly convention related, but I'm telling you, in the next few weeks, if it's not next Tuesday, it'll be 2 weeks after that. Sarah and I are going to come on, and we're going to talk all things convention. We're going to talk about the new stuff and the old stuff and how to do stuff and the questions that are continuing to come in. And we just want you to be really aware of what's happening at convention this year. It's exciting. There's a lot of new, fun things, and but before Sarah gets to do that, Sarah says next week, so we're going to do it next week, but that is after the early bird is over. So the early bird prices will be over this Sunday at midnight. So if you want those early bird prices, please sign up, and otherwise registration will still be open for a while because the event's in June, so it'll be open and online, and you'll be hearing about it from us. And if you've never been, or you want to bring someone new, please do that. It is a great space to see each other, be encouraged by each other, to learn new things. If you've been homeschooling forever, consider it your continuing education. Show your children how you're always constantly learning. This is a place for you to be learning. And it is such a great resource. I just, I can't say that enough. I don't know, just to be encouraged and strengthened and just smile. And, you'll leave the weekend you're tired, but you're like, okay, yeah, it's good. It's a good thing. So I encourage you to come. bring someone else or sponsor someone else to come. And yeah, so if you guys have any other questions, please do not hesitate. Write in at chaponline.com on the contact form, or you can inbox me here on Facebook or comment on YouTube or Spotify, and we'll be happy to answer your questions. And yep. So enjoy the springtime. It's getting warmer, little bit. Very excited about that. Enjoy your springtime. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Resurrection Sunday celebration this Sunday. I was driving to an appointment this morning thinking about, it's Holy Week, and we have Maundy, Thursday, and we do Tenebrae, which is a Good Friday service, and then Easter Sunday, and there's such special times. So love on these times. Enjoy spending these times with your children as you celebrate the life of Christ this week. And I will see you back here next Tuesday with Sarah. Be there, be square. All right, we'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye.